we are going to see about digital storage oscilloscope. This is a DSO. It has an inbuilt function generated with it, and it is a 2-channel DSO. And let us see the basic functions of a DSO. And this is a power button. I am switching on the DSO. So first, now we will see about the tools. We have WaveGen, Utility, Quick Action and Analyze. WaveGen is a function generator key. So if I press WaveGen, I will generate a waveform in that. This is the wave generation output. We can view the wave generation output from this. For viewing the waveform, I am connecting the probe in the gen out, and in channel 1 I am connecting another probe. I am connecting the positive and negative of this probe. So I will get the generated output in this output form. For viewing this, I have connected the probe to the channel 1. So this is the generated waveform here. These are known as the soft keys. So if I press wave generation, I can select what waveform I need in that. If you press this soft key, it will be showing the various waveform. If I need sine wave, I can select it, or square wave, ramp, or pulse, or DC, or noise. What waveform we need, we can select it, and you have to press it here, push to select. Okay, and what frequency you need, you can set the frequency range. Just if you vary the push to select knob, it will be varying. So I have now set it the sine waveform. Frequency I have set it 1 kHz and amplitude 2 volt. Now we can do modulation also here. Actually in modulation we need two signals. We need message signal and the carrier signal. Here it will take this as a message signal, and we can create a carrier signal in this own device. So settings, if you go to settings, there will be modulation, and you can add noise to the signal. If you need noise to the signal, for some circuits we need the noised waveform. So we can add noise to the waveform which we got, and everything we can do. And modulation, in that modulation we have to enable the modulation and what type of modulation we need. So amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, what type of modulation we need, and we have to select the what type of carrier wave we needed. Now I have selected the carrier wave as square wave, and my message is sine wave. So now AM modulation is taking place. Now this is a frequency modulation between the sine wave and the square wave, and this is FSK. If you have to stop it, single, actually it is running, right? We have to take reading, then we can press single. At that moment what signal is appearing, that will be paused. So we can take readings, and again if you press run, again it will start taking reading. Okay, and so now we have generated a key. If we have some like this, if you have, and if you press the auto scale, automatically the waveform will be scaled accordingly and it will be viewed in a viewing form. For that the auto scale is used. So now we have seen about WaveGen and the run control, run or stop for single stop. And default setup is, after all we are doing the default setup of a DSO. If we have changed any measurements, everything, means if you press default setup, it will be again come to the normal position. Auto scale, now we have seen the waveform will be scaled automatically on a viewing format. Okay, this is about run control, and we have seen WaveGen and tools. Now utility. In utility we will be having so many things. These all file explorer, these are all when we are using the USB we will be seeing what we can do. And here quick action, we can this is a quick action key, we can function this key. Okay, for that we have to do what all function we can give is, we can measure all, or we can mask it, we can print, save, recall. What functions we need to be done frequently or we need it quickly, we can use this quick action key. Now I'm giving us quick measure all, so all time I couldn't measure it, so if I press the quick action key, automatically the measured values will be coming. Okay, and source 2, now it is source 2, so channel 2 waveform values are coming. If I need the source 1 value, I can select the source 1. Now if I press quick action, channel 1 values will be available there. All that amplitude, peak to peak, and the frequency, duty cycle, everything will be measured and it will be showing the value. Now we can see about the vertical control and the horizontal control of a waveform. So this is a waveform. If I have to adjust it vertically, the voltage, if I have to adjust, if you see here, the voltage will be changing when I am adjusting my vertical knob. 1 volt, 2 volt, 5 volt, like that. Vertically it is changed, and I can change the time period using the horizontal knob. So this is a horizontal control and this is a vertical control. I can move the waveform up and down using these knobs. And for push to 0, for knowing the first position, I can use the push to 0 option knob. I can view the waveform. And we have a zoom key. If a particular part we have to zoom it and we have to take reading, we can do using DSO. So now I'm just only this part. From this point to this point, it is viewed here. It is zoomed, that part is zoomed and we are viewing it. When we are using the navigate button, we have to stop the acquisition, because at the runtime we can't navigate it. We couldn't move it as the waveform always keeps on changing. Now we can navigate it. So for the particular runtime, what waveform we have, we can zoom the part in it and we can view it. This is an intensity key. Down to the push to select option, intensity, we can increase or decrease our intensity of a. Now we can see the measure section. This is a measurement key. If you press the measure key, it will be showing the 4 lines. We can select which line we have to move. If we have to know the amplitude, we can move the Y1 and Y2 line. This is Y1, I am setting it into the bottom of a waveform, and Y2 in the top of a waveform. Now we can, the difference between the Y1 and Y2 is our voltage. So here it is 5 volt. Okay, so now we can measure the time seconds using this. I have to move the X1 line. So for where to start, I can keep the X1 line, and where to end, I can keep this is X1, X2 line. So the difference between X1 and X2 will be my time second. It is 1.48 millisecond now. So using this measure, we can measure it, or we need it, you can use the utility key for quick action. So if you have to move the 2 lines together, Y1 and Y2, you can use this Y1 Y2 link, and like that X1 X2 link. Now we can see this file section. This is used while we are using some USB. So save or recall or print. We can save the waveform and recall it. We can save in the DSO itself, but some formats, some basic formats only we can save in the save or recall in the DSO memory. And if you need print, we can use a printer by connecting it. So if you go to save, you can press the save key, what format we have to select, and where we have to save it, and the file name we can give it. We can give the file name like this. If you can label the waveform also, if you press the label, channel 1 I can label this waveform. In channel 1 I can use what letter I need. So I am naming it as Ani, A N I. So like that. Delete the character. I can delete what all I don't need. So each character I have to delete it and apply new label. I can newly apply the label also. Like that we can label a waveform. Like that we can save the file and we can give the name to that. Now we don't have the USB here, so we are not getting any options to save here. This is a save or recall option.